Welcome back to Maths online class. Okay, we have started our chapter polynomial, and actually this my first lecture was the introduction part, and here some more introduction part is waiting for you. No problem at all. We will see it. Okay, we have to clear our all the concepts which are related to this particular chapter, and after that all the questions which will come in front of us. It is going to be very easier task for us. What is important in maths? Concepts only. Okay, once you clear your concepts, and after that when you will face the question, you will not feel any kind of the difficulty because you are knowing each and everything. Same thing I am going to prove in front of you whenever we are solving some of the questions. So once you understood this, after that all the things are very easy. So see here, what is the next thing? That is the degree. What I have written in front of you, degree. What is the degree actually? The highest power. The highest power, or you can say it is the exponent of any variable. The highest power of exponent of any variable in any of the algebraic expression, it is known as the degree of the polynomial. Once again, the highest power, or you can say the exponent of any of the variable which is present in any of the algebraic expression, so it is known as the degree of the polynomial. Right now, see with the help of the example, here I have written one example of the algebraic expressions. Okay, right now see what is that? 7x5 minus 5x cube plus 3x plus 2. How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms are there. How many terms are there? 4. So according to this, including all the terms, what is the highest power of any particular term? So you can see here the first term. See the first term only, 7x to the power 5. We have to verify each and every term one by one. Here the highest power of the variable is 5. Here the highest power of the variable is 3. Here the highest power of the variable is 1. And here no variable is there. Why? Because it is a constant term. Or you can say the power of the variable here, it is always 0. Always remember, for the constant polynomial, degree is also 0 because the highest power of the variable, it is always 0. Right now see, by looking at the algebraic expression, which is the highest power? Actually the highest power, it is 5 according to the first term, and because the highest power is 5, so degree is also 5. Very easy. We have to verify each and every term, and after that we have to come to the conclusion which is the highest power according to the term, which is the highest power going to be for any variable, and that highest power actually it is known as the degree of the polynomial. Next part, types of the polynomial on the basis of the degree. In my last lecture I have told you types of the polynomial on the basis of the terms. So if one term monomial, 2 terms it is called binomial, and 3 terms so it is called a trinomial. Even we have seen so many different examples of it. Right now this is the time whenever we are classifying the types of polynomial according to the degree. Types of polynomial on the basis of the degree. So see here, according to the degree, actually there are 3 types of the polynomial. First is the linear polynomial, I have written the name. Second is the quadratic polynomial. Third is the cubic polynomial. Okay, what is the linear polynomial? Very easy. If the degree is 1, if any kind of the algebraic expression, if the degree is going to be 1, if the highest power of the variable it is 1, so it is known as linear polynomial. Second, what is the quadratic polynomial? Quadratic polynomial means if any kind of the algebraic expression is there in front of you and the degree is 2, highest power of the variable is 2, so it is known as the quadratic polynomial. Third, you can see cubic polynomial. Again 3, degree will be 3. If any kind of the algebraic expression, if the highest power of the variable, which is also known as the degree of the polynomial, if it is 3, so it is known as the cubic polynomial. Okay, right now see so many examples. Linear polynomial means what? Degree should be only 1. So this all the examples I have written by my own. I have not copied it from the copied and paste from the book. Even you can also write down how. See the logic. Degree is 1, so only we have to select the power of variable should be 1. Either it is monomial, either it is binomial. That is not the matter at all here. Why? Because we are only talking about the degree of variable. What you can see, degree of variable is 1. So you can see this is the only one term, 7x, it is only one term, so it is a monomial, no problem. Here you can see I have selected 2 terms. But again the degree of the variable is 1, so it is again linear polynomial. Again I have selected monomial, 2x. Again you can see degree of the variable is 1. Here I have selected binomial 2x plus 5, but degree is 1, and because the degree is 1, so it is a linear polynomial. Second, quadratic polynomial. What is the foremost condition for the quadratic polynomial? Degree should be always 2. Right now examples you can write down by your own. For example, degree is 2, so first example I have written 3x square. Even you can also write down minus 7x square, 9x square. Because it is a monomial, no problem is there. Monomial, that is not the problem at all. Power should be only 2. Degree should be only 2. See here. Again see the next example. Here I have taken 3 terms. Here I have taken 3 terms. 7x square minus 3x plus 2. No problem. This is the trinomial. Because of the 3 terms, trinomial is there. No problem. But what is the power? Highest power is always 2, and that's why it is coming under the category of quadratic polynomial. See the next example, 2x square minus 7. Again you can see here monomial, here trinomial, here I have taken 2 terms. Matter is not that 2 terms, 3 terms. Okay, because we are talking about the degree. What is the degree here? 2. Again it is the example of the quadratic polynomial. See the next one, cubic polynomial. It is defined by the degree 3. Always remember maximum power should be only 3. Look here. First example I have taken 9x cube. Only I have to remember the power of the variable should be always 3. Either I have written the example of x. I can change the variable also. I can write down 9y cube. I can write down minus 9z cube. Whatever the coefficient I can change by my own. But the power of the variable either it is x, y, z. Maximum power should be always 3. Right now see x power 3. It is an example of the cubic polynomial. Again next time I have taken 2 terms. No problem. It is a binomial. But maximum power you can see again 3. Again I have taken the binomial 10x cube minus 5x. But maximum power is 3. Cubic polynomial. Again I have seen the another example, and here you can see number of terms are 4. No problem at all. But the maximum power it is always 3. That's why it is a cubic polynomial. Right now see the next important thing, that is the standard form, or you can say the general form of the linear polynomial. Same like that standard form of the quadratic polynomial. Same like that standard form of the cubic polynomial. See one by one. By looking at the examples, you can identify what is the general form of the linear polynomial. General form of the linear polynomial, it is always ax plus b. Ax plus b. Okay, because see the example, either it may be monomial, either it may be binomial. Means maximum number of terms will be always 2. Same thing I have written here, ax plus b. This is the standard form of the linear polynomial. Wherever a and b, this a and b, these are the constant, these are the numeric values, these are the digits. Okay, and the condition is that a should be never equal to 0. Why this a should be never equal to 0? Because think, if this a, that is the coefficient of the variable, if this will be 0, so the whole value of ax will be 0, and in this way the existence of the variable will be going to finished. The existence of the variable will be going to finished, meaning is that after that the degree of the variable it is not maintained at 1, and the existence of the linear polynomial will be again finished. So the overall existence of the linear polynomial, it depends upon the variable and the power of the variable. Power should be always 1, and that's why this a should not be equal to 0. What is the next thing? In a linear polynomial, maximum number of terms are 2. See the general form ax plus b. So maximum 2 terms will be there and minimum 1 term will be there. So maximum number of terms will be always 2. You can see maximum number of terms I can take only 2. Why? Because I have to keep this power 1. Maximum power of the variable should be always 1. See here, next quadratic polynomial. When we are talking about the quadratic polynomial, so what is the standard form or general form? You can say it is always represented by ax square plus bx plus c. No need to remember. Here one more power will come. Okay, x square will be always x square. One more power will become. Okay, so ax square plus bx plus c. Because we are knowing that the maximum power may be 2, and that's why we are going to start from the x square. So whatever the general form here, ax square plus bx plus c, this is the general form or standard form of the quadratic polynomial. Wherever a, b, c, this a, b, c, these are the numeric values, and these are known as constants. C-O-N-S-T, constant. I have written in short form, no problem. And wherever, what is the condition? This a, this is the coefficient of x square, this a should not be equal to 0. Again same thing, if this a will be 0, so that x square will become totally 0, and in this way the degree is not maintained at 2, and the existence of the quadratic polynomial, it will be finished. Right now see, in the quadratic polynomial, maximum number of terms will be 3. You can see ax square plus bx plus c. So maximum I can take 3 terms. Minimum I can take 1 also, 2 also, but maximum number of terms will be always 3. You can see the example here. 7x square minus 3x plus 2. According to that we can understand maximum number of terms could be maximum 3. See the next one. We are looking at the standard form of the cubic polynomial. So what is the standard form of the cubic polynomial? So it is defined by the degree 3, and that's why we have to start the standard form with the power of 3. So you can see it is always start from ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Wherever this a, b, c, d, these all are representing the numeric values, and that's why it is known as constant. Okay. What is the condition? A should not be equal to 0. Why this a should not be equal to 0? Because it is a coefficient of x cube. If this a is equal to 0, so this particular term ax cube, it is totally 0, and after that the maximum power will be 2, and if the maximum power will be 2, then it will be considered as a quadratic polynomial. So the existence of the cubic polynomial, it is totally depending upon the degree 3. That's why condition is that a should not be equal to 0. Right now if we talk about the maximum number of terms, so in the cubic polynomial maximum number of terms are 4. According to the expression you can see ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So maximum number of 4 terms are there. Okay, you can see the example also, 9x cube minus 7x square plus 5x plus 10. Minimum either it will be 1 term, so monomial, 2 terms binomial, 3 terms cubic polynomial, okay, 3 terms so trinomial. But maximum number of terms could be 4 and less than that, no problem is there. So this is all about the classification of the polynomial on the basis of the degree. Right now we have to see two more things. One is the constant polynomial, another is the zero polynomial, and after that we are coming to the exercise. Look here, two things are remained. I am going to tell you. What is a constant polynomial? What is the constant polynomial? Very easy. Constant polynomial means what? The term which is free from variable. The term which is free from variable. You can say the term which is free from variable. If there is no variable present or the variable is absent, so that particular term it is known as the constant polynomial. Example you can see minus 5 plus 7 plus 9 minus 100. These all are the example of the constant polynomial. Why? Because you can see no variable is present there, or you can see the degree of the variable should be always 0. Here I can write down x power 0 also. This 9 can be also written as 9x power 0. This 7 can be also written as 7x power 0. So it can be defined by the two ways. The term wherever the variable term is absent, or which is free from the variable, or you can say the power of the variable is 0. Okay, so such way, and you can say the polynomial whose degree is 0. For the constant polynomial, degree is always considered 0. So these all are the definition of the constant polynomial. You can see the different examples. Right now, okay, next thing is the zero polynomial. Next thing is the zero polynomial. What is this zero polynomial? Either they both are same? No. The polynomial whose value is 0. Whose value is 0. The polynomial whose value is only 0. So this is only the single example of zero polynomial. Whose value is directly 0. So this is known as the zero polynomial. If you talk about the degree of the zero polynomial. So what is the degree of zero polynomial? The degree of zero polynomial is not defined. Degree of zero polynomial is not defined. Undefined, not defined. Why it is not defined? See here. Because you can say here I can not write down x to the power 0. Okay, because this is for the constant polynomial. We can say for the constant polynomial degree is 0. But for the zero polynomial actually degree is not defined, because the numeric value is only 0. And if it is 0, so either you write down x to the power 0, either you write down x to the power 1, either you multiply x square with this 0, in every case the value is going to be 0. So we can say it can hold any power of x, either it is x to the power 0, x to the power 1, x to the power 2, x to the power 100, and that's why we cannot define what could be the maximum power of variable, and that is the degree. So we can say for the zero polynomial, degree is not defined, value is only 0. For the constant polynomial, it is free from the variable, but degree is 0 for the constant polynomial. So here I am going to finish this particular lecture session here, and in the next session we will solve some practice exercises. Thank you so much.